Hey, what's going on, guys? Unusual back here with a theory. A game theory! Okay, I'm sorry for that, but I am back with a theory, and I'm so excited to talk about this. And with Fortnite Remix Chapter 2 getting announced, this works perfectly for me, and it perfectly fits into the theory I have today. So if you enjoy this video, you already know the drill. Like and subscribe. Now let's get into the video. Now, I want to start off by talking about the paradigm. In the most recent update, she was given a brand new style called Reality Warrior. The group Reality Warriors seemed to be a group that was on the Chapter 4 map, or at least their base was on the Chapter 4 map. And we know from the Chapter 3 Season 4 trailer, we know that she went to the universe, to the Reality Warriors, to supposedly get their help. And they did help. I also noticed that they might be the arch enemies of the last reality. I'm just saying, Reality Warriors, a group of people who protect reality, then the last reality, a faction of aliens who want nothing to remain. Just saying, it doesn't make sense, but it's only a theory. A game theory! Okay, I'm sorry. That's the last time, I swear. But back to the paradigm. I believe that the paradigm probably has nowhere to go, and she probably won't be able to save the 7, at least by herself. So she probably joined the Reality Warriors. Maybe she could cut a deal with them if they helped her with Zero Fusion. I think that if any member of the 7 is gonna return, it should be the paradigm. Because if you remember, she didn't really get caught by the last reality. She sort of just disappeared. But yeah, hell, she might even be a founding member, and later on she left and she joined the 7. Who honestly knows, but I think we will find out by Chapter 6. There's also that story plot with Amy going back to save the 7. Maybe we will find out what happened to that in Chapter 6. But I honestly think that the paradigm could return very soon, next chapter. But I think whatever happens next season, it will cause this in Chapter 6, and we will go back into the 7 storyline. That is where my second part comes into play. Now, to start things off, it has been confirmed that the Rift Butterfly is going to play an important part in Chapter 2 Remix. The last time we saw this butterfly was in Chapter 2 Season 8 in the Cube Queen cinematic. This does not have anything to do with my theory, but I at least thought it was worth pointing out since the last time it was seen, it was getting murdered. It literally got crushed in the Cube Queen's hand. But my point is, I do not think we are going to time travel. I think that the Chapter 2 island is actually going to get rifted onto the Chapter 5 map. I think this because there's been no mention of time travel or the time machine since Fortnite OG. So for all we know, after the Big Bang event, it could have been destroyed, and that is why we have not seen it. But also, rifts are known for teleporting items or people away. Look at the Season 5 trailer, for example. There were things and people getting rifted. So what is stopping an entire island from getting rifted? I also want to talk about how this seems like Chapter 2, this specific Chapter 2 seems like it's from a completely different universe. I'm saying this because Meowsicles is kind of like Midas, and Tina also seems to be different. And a lot more is probably going to be changed as well. So I do not think that we are going to time travel at all. I also want to point out the fact that next season is not called Fortnite Chapter 2 OG, and instead it's called Remix, because it's almost as if it's happening in a current day, but like not in the past, if you know what I mean. Now it's time for part 3. Now, in Chapter 2 Remix, I believe that the new Midas or Meowsicles Remix will follow the plan of the original Midas, but maybe during the event, our Midas will hijack the device to ensure that it will not fail like it did before. And this will cause something different this time. And I also think that the island will also flip with the Midas device going off, and the island flipping will cause some sort of reaction. Maybe the map will be destroyed completely, and we will have to get in some sort of version of Zero Fusion once again. And when the island flips, it causes 3 maps to combine. And when I say 3 maps, I mean 2, 3, and 1. If the Chapter 2 map rifted, that means it goes on top of the Chapter 5 map. And that means that the Chapter 5 map and Chapter 3 map would technically combine into one another. Maybe that could be the Chapter 6 map, but I believe the Chapter 2 map will be completely destroyed with Chapter 3 and 5, and somehow they collide with Zero Fusion, making a new map. It is also rumored that the next chapter's theme is going to be floating islands. This would make the most sense because we do not have the technology to bring an entire island together. I also want to point out that if the Chapter 2 map was going to rift on top of the Chapter 5 map, the 0 point would maybe attack another version of itself. If Chapter 5 has a 0 point, which we do not know because the closest thing related to the 0 point is Jones talking to Hope about not getting lost in power. He mentions a 0 point, but if we don't have a 0 point on the Chapter 5 map, I think the 0 point on the Chapter 2 map might do something to Pandora's box, and that will cause something bad to happen in the event. And that's it. That is my theory for the next 2 Fortnite seasons. I hope you guys liked my theory. I've been adding on to this for a few days, and with the leak last night, this brought it all together. But anyways, please like and subscribe. If you did enjoy this, please tell me what kind of content you guys want to see from this channel. I would love suggestions on what to do and advice for editing these videos. Anyways, this has been Unusuals, and I'm out of here. Have a good day. Goodbye.